Second video of the summer session, and this video will focus on the referee position on punt plays. First, let's take a look at where the referee's position should be according to the NFHS mechanics manual for the referee position on a punt or scrimmage kick play. They should position themselves 3 to 5 yards outside the tight end, 2 to 3 yards behind the kicker, be on the kicking leg side, and be able to observe the ball in all backs from that position. In our next diagram here, we have a field and we have 4 pink R's. Those R's represent the referees, and these are various positions that I have observed in games or in huddle of referees taking a position for punt plays. We are going to break down each of these positions and look at the positive and negative so that you can prepare yourself to be in proper position on a punt play in your game. So as I go through each of these 4 positions, keep in mind that where I position them is about approximate. In this first one, you can see the referee in the black box with the blue R. That referee positions themselves very wide away from the kicker and punter, and probably so that they can get a better field of vision on the kicker in that area. Let's take a further look at this. As we look at this position, we can see that this referee has a really good field of vision on the backfield in the punter to be able to see all the action on there. But keep in mind, the mechanics manual says the ball. They probably might be able to see the ball from this position, but I think it'll be a little bit of a challenge, but it's possible. As we further break down this position, we're going to look at one of the challenges or difficulties from here. The line, the arrow that I have indicated here is indicating the direction of the punt on this particular play, let's say. So let's say the punt goes out on the same sideline that the referee is on this punt. And let's take a look at that a little bit more in depth. So one of the big challenges with this particular situation or play where the referee's position is this kick indicated by the turquoise arrow that goes out of bounds. The referee has to turn as indicated by the yellow arrow. And then we kind of see the field of vision that the referee would have in that yellow triangle. So the referee would actually be turning away from one of their areas of responsibility, which is the kicker and those backs, and not be able to see that. And so that would kind of vacate that area for observation, and their focus would have to be on the sideline if they're going to chop that ball in of where it went out of bounds at. The position of the referee we take a look at is here again inside the black box. The blue R is the referee who gets up close, up in front of the kicker, and then real close to the backfield area. So one of the challenges of this second position is, notice how it puts the referee really close to the action, and which will reduce their field of vision, making it more challenging, one, to see the ball as indicated by the mechanics manual, and also to see the blocks in the backfield here on this play. And it puts them in a really close line of sight to observe all that. In from this position again, we have the kick as indicated by the turquoise arrow that goes out of bounds. The referee again here has to be able to either stay focused in the backfield or be able to chop the ball out of bounds for the deep official down there. And this again makes it a challenging situation from this position. And as we take a more detailed look at this, we can see that the referee is going to have to turn and really turn away and almost put their back to any action in the backfield where the kicker or the backs are, if they're going to get area chopped in properly where the ball went out of bounds or the kick as indicated by the turquoise arrow. And as you can see, if that referee turns away, their field of vision is kind of highlighted inside this yellow triangle. Obviously, they can hardly see what goes on behind them there or to their left in this situation. So this really puts them in a challenging situation to be observed both areas. So the third position of the referee we're going to take a look at here is indicated by the blue R inside the black box. And this is the referee who positions themselves very closely behind the punter off to the kicking leg side, but only a few yards. So as we look at the field of vision here, which is inside the yellow triangle, we can see that this gives the referee a good field of vision in his areas of responsibility in accordance with the mechanics manual. He can observe the backs, the kicker, and also the ball prior to the snap. So now we're going to take a look at how this position benefits the referee when, again, the turquoise arrow indicates the direction of the punt going out of bounds, and the referee has that responsibility to also keep observing the play in the backfield, but also observe where the ball went out of bounds so he can chop the official in. Now from this position, the referee, as indicated by the orange arrow, should step in behind where the punter was at the start of the punter's position prior to the snap. And this will give the referee a great angle to be able to see the ball go out of bounds and to be able to chop it in properly, but also be in position to observe any play in front of the referee there and around the line of scrimmage. In our next diagram, we can see where the referee has moved up from the referee's original position up to the position that behind the punter where the punter started prior to the play. And this gives the referee a great field of vision to be able to observe both where the ball went out of bounds, as indicated by the turquoise arrow, and chop the deep official in there. And also, as indicated by the yellow shaded triangle, it gives the referee the opportunity to be able to see some action on the field and behind the line of scrimmage and help the rest of the crew officiate this play and provide better coverage. In our final diagram, in our fourth and final position, the position that is indicated by the NFHS officials mechanics manual for the referee on a punt play, and we'll take a closer look at this in the next couple of diagrams. So the position that is indicated in the mechanics manual gives you a great view or vision of all your areas of responsibility prior to the snap, as indicated by the mechanics manual. And as here we can see in the yellow shaded triangle, which is illustrating basically the field of vision, we can probably see the ball, the backs, and the kicker prior to the snap. And in this diagram, we're going to look at the trajectory of the ball. This arrow is indicating that the ball is going out of bounds. And from this position, we can see that the referee will be able to move in position and see the ball go out of bounds. As indicated by the orange arrow, the referee can move into position up behind the punter and be able to chop the ball in, but still have field of vision of the action in front of them. In our final diagram here, we can see the referee has moved in position to where the punter had started. And this gives the referee, as indicated by the yellow triangle, field of vision to be able to still see action in front of the referee, but still be able to see the spot where the ball goes out of bounds to be able to chop that official in. So it gives him a great position to be able to observe all the areas of responsibility assigned to the referee per the NFHS mechanics manual. So we're now going to move to two video clips. Our first video clip, we're going to take a look at the referee position. And remember, our first position I indicated, notice how this referee's to our left there inside the yellow circle, about 25 yards to the left of the punter from this position. And as you will see in this particular play, puts the referee in good position, obviously, to observe the action behind the line of scrimmage. But let's just say that we indicate here by the arrow that the ball goes to the left and goes out of bounds. Is the referee, think about this, is the referee in good position to observe both the action behind the line of scrimmage on the kicker and the ball going out of bounds from this position? If this was the particular case, now in this particular play, it does not occur like that. The ball goes down the middle of the field. But if it did, that referee would have two areas of responsibility and have to be looking two different directions on this play, which makes it very challenging to be able to see both directions. So again, consider that in your position. But if the referee does get the flag here on this particular contact, the punter on this particular play. In our next video clip, we're going to look at basically where the NFHS mechanics manual indicates that the referee should be. And notice the referee is positioned here on the right side leg of the kicker, about the approximate distance behind the kicker and outside the tight end. And notice what this referee does in this particular case, as the ball goes out of bounds, on the right side of the sideline, we will notice the referee move towards the punter and will move in behind the punter at the position where the punter started, which gives the referee both a good field of vision for any action in front of him and also gives them a field of vision, as you can see, as they chop the ball in to the deep referee official where the ball went out of bounds at. So this is per the mechanics manual. Great positioning here. Thank you for watching this video on the position of the referee on punt plays. This is just indicating the position in accordance with the NFHS mechanics manual. I hope this information was helpful to you and helps make your decision and where you need to position yourself. If you feel that you have a better field of vision or view from other areas, then that is your personal preference. I'm only here to demonstrate the mechanics manual and the benefits of the mechanics manual positioning. Keep in mind, though, referees, that where you position yourself, once the ball is kicked downfield and being returned, in theory, you basically become the back judge. And if you are positioned really wide or out of position, keep in mind how you would feel if your back judge positioned themselves near the sideline or out of position. So keep that in mind, because you basically serve as the back judge as that ball's coming back upfield. If it's a return, that you will be covering on that return. So keep that in mind. And until the next time, thank you very much.